Hi, so this is the video to briefly showcase how I would work with placement report and how we would like to utilize it. So basically over here for better navigation we have portfolio name in order to identify the segment of products, and campaign name where we have the name of the campaigns, the placement, and their metrics. So by means of this report we can identify the placement performance for a specific set of products or a particular campaign. How would we do that is I would go ahead and select the entire range and then create pivot table in another tab. So the first question that we have in the assessment over here, are there any placements where we perform better than others? So I assume this comes for overall for all the products, for all the campaigns. So in order to identify that, we will simply go ahead and click placements over here, and then we will add to values, we will add spend and sales, and then I will simply go ahead and we'll input ACOS over here, and we will try to calculate the ACOS that we have over here. So basically what we currently have is that the top of search is spending the most out of it, the most out of all the placements, and at the same time it has best efficiency among them all. So if we will take a look at this one over here, so first page, top of search, Amazon, so some of spend 75,000 and some of total sales, well, it's not actually 7-day total sales, but well, yeah, but for the selected range. So we will see that the ACOS is, so most of the spend comes to top of search and the ACOS is the best over here. So answering the question over here, are there any placements where we perform better than the others? Absolutely, there is first page, top of search, and we can bump more investment over here, but how do we actually diversify? Where do we put more investment is get into the next questions. So is the performance on the placements the same among different products? So for this, I would go ahead and do the following. So I will delete this one. And first of all, and also delete all the values. I will go ahead and insert portfolio name over here. Then I would go ahead and select placement over here. And then I would go and select into the values. I will go and select spend and sales. So I will be able to have this kind of table. I will not show totals, so it will be not that messy. Now from here, I will go ahead and create another table. I will add ACOS to this table, and I will add conditional formatting. So it will look something like this. So we will be able to see I already filtered here by spend. So which one is which one is spending the most? So it's car mounts. And so what we have over here is we have the performance for first page, top of search. We have sum of spend, daily sum of spend, sum of total sales, ACOS as well, and the same for the other placements over here. Now we can simply go ahead and compare which ones, well, highlighted by the conditional formatting. Obviously in green you will have better performing ones, in yellow you will have some mediocre performance, and in red you will have the segments that are performing not very good. So this is where we want to allocate some money from to the better segments. So for example, so for the most spending one, we're performing pretty good at our top of search placement, and not so good at our product pages. So if we have some kind of product pages multiplier, we can reduce it and put a higher top of search multiplier for this particular segment, top of search. So yeah, and we will see also that the highest spending one is top of search as well. So we are already allocating the huge amount of investment inside of this placement. So this makes us think that see that we are on the right path. This particular report makes us see that we are investing money where it's most efficient. Now, the next question would be, what would you recommend in terms of placement management for our campaigns products? So if we look, so we can do the similar report for the campaigns and see how they perform. So basically the same for every campaign. So and see if we can allocate, if we are spending. So let's say if it was vice versa, right? If we here spend 14,000, let's make it like that. So let's actually switch. So here we have like that, and here we have. So it's different. Well, it's not really the right response. So let's imagine we have 14,000 spent. So here we have more spend than over here, right? And we have here worse efficiency with a higher spend, and here we have better efficiency with lower spend. So what we might want to do is first of all check if we have multiplier for this placement, and see if we can be more aggressive for this placement, which is spending less and making more. So being more efficient. So this is what we can do. This is what we can check by means of this report, and do particularly for, let's say, for portfolios. We cannot really do the top of search multiplier placement adjustments, but for on a scale of particular campaigns. So we will do same report for the campaigns and see whether we're investing more in the placement that is not profitable for us, and if we can allocate it in the placement that is more profitable for us. Now, take the product with the largest ad spend during the period and suggest, out of 100% budget, how much will you assign to each placement and why. So basically, in order to identify that, I would go ahead and see. Let's see. So we have portfolio name, then we have placement, and we have spend, right? We don't really need placement at this point. So we will see over here that that the highest spend is this portfolio, which is PTI7 screen, and then it will copy this one. And when we are looking at the when we are looking at the placement for this particular portfolio, we will need to do this. So placement in rows, and then field by filter we add portfolio name. And this is exactly why I copied it, in order to better find it. And then we will see specifically stats, spend, and sales for this particular portfolio. Now, in order to identify the efficiency, I'll be able to do it this way. So in this case, what you will see, so obviously I wouldn't need to do this from the scratch, because I have most spending portfolio over here. But if I didn't have this sheet, I would do this calculation. So what we have over here is that we have a pretty nice distribution right now. So we have most of the spend coming to the most efficient segment. And well, yeah, this is exactly how I would strive and try to do this, to allocate most of the budget to the most efficient performing segment, which is currently top of search. So that makes really good sense on based on what I see over here. And this is exactly how I would want to spend the budget allocated to this particular portfolio. So most of spend comes to the top of search, which is performing at efficiency 36.46. Now the other segments, they have so product pages, it has 51 and the rest of search has 40%, which is not so good. So, and at the same time, top of search, yeah, it seems like top of search is the best segment, and we just need to aim and allocate most of the budget towards it. So yeah, that's, I assume, pretty it for this test task part 2. And well, yeah, I'll be wrapping up. Let me know if you have any questions. And well, yeah, hope you have a great day. Bye bye.